the red engine detests a lot of things. He detests dirty work. He detests diesels. And most of all, he detests getting his paint dirty. But his worries all disappear when the first snow falls. Christmas on Sodor is welcomed by all, but especially James. The engines of Sodor cannot explain this. Maybe he has a twin. He switches with him every November. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Like a blue moon, in fact. He never has a bad day. And for some reason, he works harder. I just can't fathom it. That's how James. We wouldn't trade him for anything. Aye. James the Red Engine detests a lot of things, but Christmas isn't one of them. Even though he had been let out of the yard, Sir Topham Hatt had been keeping a close eye on James. After his stunt on the main line, he longed to prove himself once and for all. It was the week before Christmas, and Sir Topham Hatt had called some of his engines to the big station for an announcement. A few months ago, some of you will remember I had a meeting with Mrs. Kindly. How could I forget? Well, the reason we had it was because the mountain village has been cut off from road access for a few months due to less than ideal weather conditions. The railway line still runs up to the platform. Now, this is an important job. Next week, I need 2 engines to double-head a train of workmen and packages that will be brought to the villagers. Well, I for one think it's obvious who should take the train. I hope you're not implying you take the train. The mountain would collapse before you set wheels on the track. Emily is right. Now, Percy and myself are just the right size, and I think that we could... No. Percy just came out of the works. I'm sure he needs to rest his wheels. My wheels are fine. Oh, Percy. An accident like that, you can't pull anything until New Year's. It's high time I got a special train. This is my moment. If anyone deserves a special train, it's the one who works the hardest out of all of us here. As someone who actually takes trains at night, oh my. It's your midday goods, Henry. You always say, shunt it at 11:55 so you can build enough steam and strength so you can leave. What, is there something on my face? Aren't you going to say anything? It's a special train, and you, of all engines, are remaining silent. Well, Gordon, some of us have to shunt in the yard, since you don't like doing your own work. Why don't you speak up? I'm fine shunting. Besides, I hate the snow. How come? Abandoned siding for years. That's enough snow to last a lifetime. Besides, I haven't been here long. I don't know the railway like I should. James.
Yes, sir.
A word, please.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir. You wanted to see me, sir.
I have a job for you, James. What? Well, he asked me. He said I've proven myself, and this is my final obstacle to fully earn his trust back. Good on you, James. You deserve this. No, he does not. I have to agree with Gordon. After his stunt, trusting him with such an important train is... well, it's not right. Nor is it decent. Right, well, the Fat Controller didn't choose you lot. The least you can do is support a friend. What friend? Congratulations, James. Do you want a piece of coal for Christmas? It's okay, James. We believe in you. So what if they don't? You don't have to listen to them. Right. This is your moment. In spite of the doubts, James worked extra hard to prepare for the journey. There's a snowstorm on the way, Thomas. You might have to wear your snowplow, Thomas. Oh, great. Maybe there's a way I could hide my snowplow, you know?
Oi, I heard that.
And you wanted to pull the special train?
Of course. I could see my name all over it.
No. Thomas, the presents and parcels are at the junction station. Edward is waiting for you to go collect them. And Thomas, when you return, arrange the train so James can leave early tomorrow morning.
Fine.
What did you say?
Yes, sir. He's rewarding his bad behavior with a first-of-its-kind train. Who does that?
I take it you're talking about James. Percy passed by this morning and told me.
Edward, it's not fair.
Thomas, you remember all those years ago when you fell down the mine? Didn't the Fat Controller let you help Percy arrange the royal train? And Gordon took the train, in spite of everything. Well, I'm sure James knows what he's doing, but no one understands Gordon's side and frustrations. I owe him my solidarity. United we stand, together we fall. I sent Oliver to the coal depot for some extra trucks. Oko went to the fitters for the snowplow. Henry's over on the mainland until tomorrow.
Sir, who's
Doubleheading the train with James. I knew I forgot something. Would one of you like to volunteer to help James? I'm helping collect people for the party at the big station. I'm helping Mavis in the quarry with the final shipment of stone for the docks. Why doesn't Maxwell help? It would give him a good chance to learn the line. I beg your pardon, who is Maxwell? That's the new pannier tank that Boko saved. He takes trains on Duck's branch line and sometimes shunts at the junction station with Edward. Oliver and I met him at the works. He's really chipper, but he hates the snow. So you have your workers help for you, James. That's only if he says yes, Percy. And if he had half a smoke box, he wouldn't set a buffer in there. Thank you, Gordon. That's more than enough. Well then, that's settled. It's rather last minute, but I'll journey to the Little West End tonight to talk to him. Now get some rest, everyone, especially Thomas and James. You have your workers out for you tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Sir Topham.
Good night, sir. Trip back.
The next day, everyone was busy. Thomas shunted the trucks into place, while the engine crews looked them over. Since James would head the train, the fitters came to fix the snowplow to him. I'll tell you what, James, I'm not envious anymore. Carrying such a big, horrid, awkward thing must be distracting from your red paint. Well, if you must know, as the leading engine, I have to look my best. Sorry about Gordon and myself. He's more so upset at what could have happened. I just wish he would hear me out and let me apologize. I feel awful after what happened, but he won't give me the time of day. He'll come around, James. He always does. I'll shunt my own coaches today, thank you. Thomas, Maxwell. Hey, good luck. Both of you. Oh, I'm okay. James felt better, but he also couldn't help feeling a bit uneasy. Maybe someone else should have taken the train. Maxwell saw the red engine was having second thoughts. Since the two engines would be spending the day together, he figured he could speak up to him. You know, I never really liked the snow. Really? How come? Well, dieselization was in full swing, and we had to watch our buffers to ensure we would survive. I, however, pushed myself too hard. A passing diesel took pity on me. She shunted me in her siding and said when the coast was clear, she would come back for me and the men would fix me right up. I guess the coast was never clear, as she never came back for me. I was exposed to all the elements. The snow was probably the worst of it. Until that storm last month, I was confident that was how my life would be forever, had Boko not found me. Wow. Well, Max, with my Christmas spirit, you'll be in for such a lovely ride, you'll forget about your non-fondness for the snow. Can you smell that, James? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Gordon. No. I smell a call to adventure. Into the unknown, with nothing but the snow running on either side. Polar Express just came out on DVD. I'm just in the spirit. Yeah, well, you're definitely spirited. At last, everything was ready. Some of the engines had come to see the pair off. Once Donald passes the junction, that's your cue. There he is! Driver, when was that snowstorm supposed to arrive? Sometime next week. And it's not just any snowstorm, Thomas, it's thunder snow. The chances of it are rare, but they're never zero. Why? The party is off. Everyone, go back to your shed, and those of you who can, go home to your loved ones.